Welcome to this explainer. So if you are feeling totally frustrated by that endless stream of motivational gurus telling you the secret to getting rich is just having a billionaire mindset, well, you are definitely in the right place. We have been sold this fantasy for years, right? We are told that if we just, manifest abundance, it will magically pop up into our bank accounts, or that if you just hustle 18 hours a day and literally sleep when you're dead, success is basically guaranteed. But what if the people who actually built their wealth did something entirely different? It really makes you wonder, is this whole mindset idea the exact thing keeping you broke? The truth is, pure hustle and manifesting, they are often just toxic traps. It's a highly profitable lie keeping an entire industry of speakers in business. And the worst part, this philosophy has a built-in scapegoat, you. When you inevitably don't become a billionaire by just thinking it into existence, they make you believe your mindset just wasn't strong enough. No way. Today we are exposing why mindset alone is a trap, and we are going to replace it with real mechanical systems. Okay, let's dive into this. Here is our blueprint for today. We are going to look at 1. The mindset myth, 2. The wealth machine, which has 3 systems: System 1, cash flow; System 2, automation; System 3, debt destruction; and finally at number 3, we have the fuel. Alright, starting with part 1, the mindset myth, debunking the guru fantasy. Now I want to be totally clear right out of the gate here. Having a positive, growth-oriented mindset isn't worthless. It is absolutely the starting line for taking action. But it is dangerously incomplete. The idea that sheer willpower and copying a billionaire's morning routine is some mathematical path to success is a complete fantasy. And the reason we fall for it is something called survivorship bias. We get hammered constantly with stories of visible winners, and we think, oh, I just need to do that. But what those gurus conveniently leave out is the massive, completely invisible graveyard of people who worked insane hours, sacrificed their health, torched their relationships, used the exact same methods, and still ended up with absolutely nothing. Because you just don't see those failures, you are led to believe the billionaire hustle works way more often than it actually does. And speaking of hustle culture, let's talk about the number 55. Look, hustle culture absolutely glorifies burnout, but the research totally shatters that illusion. Studies, including a major one from Stanford economist John Pensiville, show that your productivity literally falls off a cliff after about 50 to 55 hours a week. Working past that point, the output is so minimal, it's basically pointless. The hustle isn't some secret path to wealth. It's really just a system designed to keep you way too tired to ask why your strategy isn't working. So let's use a better metaphor to understand this. Think of your mindset like the engine of a car. It's powerful, right? It gives you horsepower, drive, and motivation. But an engine, no matter how loud it is or powerful it is literally just a stationary chunk of metal. If you don't have a steering wheel, tires, and fuel by itself, it goes absolutely nowhere. That brings us to part 2, the wealth machine, shifting from goals to systems. So if your mindset is just the engine, we actually need to build the rest of the car. This is where we shift away from all those philosophical myths and start building the unsexy but incredibly effective mechanical systems that actually generate wealth. Look, goals are for people who want to win once. Systems are for people who want to win consistently. We are totally ditching one-time wishes today. We are going to build reliable machinery that works for you day in and day out. Let's get into System 1, cash flow, taking the wheel. Now notice, I didn't say the word budgeting there. The word budget just sounds restrictive, doesn't it? Like you have to say no to everything you actually enjoy. But we are not talking about restrictions here. We are talking about absolute control. Going back to our car metaphor, Cash flow is your steering wheel, is the single most important non-negotiable mechanism for your financial vehicle. You have to direct exactly where your money goes instead of getting to the end of the month and wondering where on earth all it went. You need to know, not guess. And here is exactly how you grab that wheel. Step 1. Pick a tool. Honestly, I don't care if it is an app, a spreadsheet, or just a physical notebook. Step 2. Track every single dollar for 30 days. And listen, this is just about gathering data without an ounce of judgment. Just watch what happens, and I promise you, you are going to be shocked. Then step 3. Spot the leaks. You will find those forgotten subscriptions or see what those daily habits are actually costing you. Fixing those leaks creates a surplus, and that surplus is the absolute foundation of your wealth building. Moving right along to system 2, automation, building wealth while you sleep. Okay, so once you have that surplus, you need our second system, which is automation. Because let's be real, human willpower is finite. You just cannot rely on being perfectly disciplined every single day. To win here, we have to admit a fundamental human flaw. We are emotional and we are easily tempted, so automation acts as your autopilot. Now, what's really interesting about this is that bypassing your brain and removing your weak emotional self from the equation entirely is literally the ultimate financial hack. This entire system relies on the pay yourself first principle. Basically, the second you get paid, before paying bills, before buying groceries, you set up automatic transfers to move money straight into savings and investments. And hey, even if you start with just 10%, 5%, or honestly even 1%, automating it turns saving into your default action. It practically guarantees you're building assets in the background while you sleep instead of just dreaming about them. Next up, system 3, debt destruction, plugging the leaks. You absolutely need this system to keep your wealth machine intact. Imagine trying to fill up a bathtub when the drain is wide open. That's exactly what it feels like trying to build wealth when you are carrying high-interest consumer debt like credit cards. It's literally an open drain. It's an anti-system working against your every single second through compounding interest, just digging your hole deeper and deeper. So you need a system to kill it. And here are the two most popular methods side by side. The debt snowball method has you pay off your smallest debts first to give you these really quick, awesome psychological wins. On the other hand, the debt avalanche has you pay off the highest interest debts first, which is mathematically the most efficient way to do it. Honestly, picking either one is totally fine. The most important thing here is that you pick one and just systematically, ruthlessly attack that debt so you can finally plug the drain. Finally, part 3. The fuel, maximizing your income. Okay, so we have got our engine, our steering wheel, our autopilot, and we have completely plugged the leaks. Let's look at the final component of your wealth machine, the fuel. This is the raw material that powers everything we literally just built. Income is your fuel. You can have the best mindset engine in the world and perfectly structured mechanical systems, but without fuel, the car is going nowhere. So while the systems are perfectly structured, pouring more money into them undeniably accelerates your whole journey to financial freedom. And this brilliantly illustrates that exact point. Data from Ramsey Solutions reveals a super fascinating reality about income. 33% of millionaires never even had a six-figure household income in a single working year. To put that into perspective, it proves that a massive income isn't actually mandatory if your systems are incredibly tight. But of course, as we can see from the 67% who did, having more fuel definitely speeds up things for sure. So how do you actually pour more fuel? Well, you can negotiate a raise at your current job, you can develop highly in-demand skills, or you can start a side project. But look closely at that last bullet point. Avoid lifestyle creep. This is absolutely crucial. The critical shift here is you have to view a raise not as an excuse to inflate your lifestyle, but as extra soldiers you are sending out to fight for your financial freedom. Do not burn your extra fuel on just keeping up appearances. Let's tie this whole shebang together. Is the billionaire mindset a complete lie? Well, no, but it is really dangerous half-truth. Your thoughts do matter, but they aren't all that matters. Mindset opens the door, but systems are the staircase you actually have to climb to get to the top floor. A good mindset gets you to start the car, but the mechanical structure, the cash flow, the automation, the debt destruction, that is actually what drives you to your destination. So, I don't want you to just think differently tonight. I want you to actually do differently tonight. Here are the 3 highly tangible actions you can take right now. Step 1. Track what you are actually spending today. Step 2. Automate just one transfer, even if it's literally just 20 bucks. Get it and set up. Step 3. Make one extra payment on a debt. Just take one small systematic step towards building your machine today. Because at the end of the day, a system, no matter how small, is infinitely more powerful than a wish, no matter how big. I really want to know from you guys. Let me know in the comments below which of these 3 systems you are going to build first. I read every single one of your comments. And hey, if you want more no-nonsense guides to building real, lasting wealth using clear, actionable systems, make sure you are subscribed to this channel. I will leave you with this final thought. If a simple system is more powerful than a massive wish, what impossible wish are you willing to replace with a system today? Thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you in the next one.